Hello, 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 all you patriots. Patriot James back out on the water. We on the Patriot Cat today. It's took us all morning to find bait. But we're on the water. We got a little bit of bait. I see one person in here. Come on in and say hello. Hello, PD. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing good. I really do. What's up, Justin and Jeff? Well, it took me all morning to find bait. Found one perch, a couple brim. So I got tired of chasing bait. I figured I'd go live and bring y'all in. I run up river or up lake and started dragging. I got 2 rods out right now. Y'all gonna watch me put out a few more. These going out backs actually got the demon dragons on them that I got from just had a brain fart. Catfish Bill 66. He sent me some. I figured I better put them out. He is nice enough to send them to me. I better use them. And if I get to going too fast, y'all get to see how I put out that drift sock I made. Might not have to use it right now, but we'll see. What's up, Kentucky? Throw a few prayers our way. Richard, they shad everywhere up here. I never did find a perch. I went up in there and I seen a bunch of them busting, but they just wouldn't hit nothing. I was throwing or dragging past them. You went out last night and got skunked. Well, I mean, that's possible. That's what's gonna happen to me today. Very possible. Well, I thought I had my trolling motor engaged and I was sitting there kicking it and it wasn't engaged. Well, yep, that's very possible. I'll mess around and get my tail skunked. I hope not. Let me see how fast I'm going right quick. All right, we doing good, 1/2 mile an hour. But we're gonna drag some baits down through here in the channel to the channel. And, this time last year is where I put my first nice catfish in the boat. It was about 29 pounds. So anyway, I don't have much bait. I bought an old mullet. Years ago, I used to fish with mullet a whole lot and done real good with channel cats. But I don't know if a blue will hit this old nasty stuff or not. But it's worth a try. So that's what I'm going to do. Is put out some mullet with my other fresh cut bait. You give me just a second. I'll be right with y'all guys and gals. Hold on just a second. We're gonna try my old planer boards that I had made. Y'all see the old planer boards I had made? What's up, Carolina? I'm trying to get set up and get us rolling. But I'm marking shad everywhere out here. And I'm gonna try to run these old planer boards that I made and see how good I can get them to work. Y'all might see a good mess up. Be able to laugh at me real good. And then again, these homemade things might work out pretty good. We'll have to see. If I can keep control of this cotton picking boat, don't think about a old foot control trolling motor on a pontoon. It has a tendency to do whatever it wants to do. Get us another piece of bait out. Y'all gonna hear that clicker going, but that ain't nothing but my planter board's pulling out. I set my clicker and let it pull a little bit so it'll start walking its way out. And on these, I'm throwing just a Santee rig with a no-roll sinker and dragging it out behind the boat. Smaller piece of perch, because I don't have a whole lot of bait. And the way I'm gonna do this one, I'm gonna drop it straight down to the bottom. Drop it straight down. Boom, it's hit bottom. I'm gonna reel it up just a hair. And then I'm gonna set my planer board. I'll be with y'all in just a few seconds. Might end up having to put my old top up. It's getting a little warm. Let it set up. We'll get these out and get them rolling, and I'll come back with y'all where I can see you. What's up, Scotty Hill? Top Tactic, come on in the house. Yeah, I tell you what, the daggone perch are just gone. I don't know where they've gone to hide, but they sure have gone. I looked up in a couple creeks, and I seen some shad, but the shad right now are little bitty shad. I throwed on them and throwed on them and throwed on them, never could get them to hook up. I don't know if they smaller and went through my net. I got a 3/8 hole net, and I don't know if they just went through my mesh or what it was. But it sure did. Click him in gear and see what happens to my homemade. Look at here. He's a pulling out there. Maybe not as good as a real one, but it gets it out a little bit further. Yeah, right up here. I'm trying to drag down through. What's up, Jimmy? I'm trying to drag down through the spot that I come through last year when I first got back to fishing. And I put a good one on the boat right down here. In fact, it's when I first tried to use these planer boards, the wind swung my boat around and around. I had a twisted up mess. And the only rod I still had left out was the one that fish hit. What's up, Pam? Come on in the boat with us. We're gonna start off with saying God bless America. See my shirt. And God bless each and every one of y'all for coming in here on my live feed. I know it's been a while, and I apologize. Hold on just a second. I done got my perch rod done got tangled up with that rod I just put out, so hold on just a second. I got a mess. And of course, Patriot James always ends up in a mess, and y'all know that, so. Let's get this mess straightened out so we can get started all over again. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I guess with the boat twisted around a little bit. I have a tendency to over-adjust my boat and make it twist around. Oh, I got a mess. I got a little bit of a mess. Sabiki rigs will get tangled up. All you gotta do is just look at them rascals and you get tangled up. And them son of a guns is tangled. You got 5 or 6 little hooks, they will get tangled. But we'll get her untangled and get this one back out. Yeah, we'll get this one back out if you give me just a second, people. I apologize. I'll be right with you. But yeah, this is this time last year, I looked at my pictures, and right on down here was where, I guess it's the second time I've been out on this lake in probably 20 years. Had a mess, tangled up mess, had them all in, was actually such a mess I was having to cut lines. And the only rod I had out had a big old brim head on it, and that's what that big blue, about, I'd say 29 pounds. I didn't have a scale, I was guessing. But it was enough to make me smile. Biggest catfish I had caught to date, except when I went down to Santee Cooper. But the biggest fish I'd ever caught on Wylie at the time, because anything other than that before that was just channel cats we'd caught here. So I was a happy. Yeah. I'll be with y'all in just a second. Sorry about that. Had old gizzard off of that thing on there. I'm gonna get rid of that rascal. I'm gonna put me a little piece of fillet in the tail of that perch on this one. And get her back out. I'll be with y'all in just a second. Please be patient. Drop this to the bottom. Yeah, I'm marking shad. There's shad everywhere out here. But I'll be with y'all in just a second. My trolling motor. For some reason, looks like it's loose, and it keeps wanting to walk itself back and forth. The humidity's getting up. Gonna make me sweat. Dadgummit. Come on. Y'all quit watching me. Yep, y'all gonna quit watching me. So look at that rookie. If you think about it, I've been out with some people for the past couple weeks. I've been going out with other people, and they've been setting up, and I basically was just along for the ride. So I really got to get back in the swing of things to being on the old Patriot Cat pontoon boat again. I'll be with y'all in just a second. Please be patient. One thing about it with me, y'all gonna see a rookie struggle, really struggle, but I'm a learning. What is up with this daggum trolling motor? My trolling motor's actually wanting to walk around on me. Oh, not again, not again, not again. I've done it again. Son of a... Oh, I'll let y'all watch my rods for a few minutes if you don't mind. I just done it again. I didn't have this thing all the way out of the water, and it reached and grabbed every daggum one of them. If I knew it was gonna be like this, I wouldn't have brought y'all in to watch my dumb tail. Y'all talk amongst yourself, please, or go get you a cup of coffee, or do what you gotta do. Cause I'm really got a mess now. But I got her out. Yeah, if I didn't have that out of the way, and it got hung up again. Now I'm back. Yeah, my trolling motor, my daggum trolling motor's loose for some reason. What's up, Virginia? I'm sorry, y'all. Catfish Bill, what's up? There's one thing about it, you'll see true fishing with me. You'll see my mess ups. Hopefully you'll see my triumphs. But you'll definitely see my defeats. You will definitely see my defeats. But I'm coming through a good place right now. And I trolled up through here real slow, and I did mark a few fish. I'll get this down in a second, y'all. Maybe. Now that I got everything else out of my way. Now that I got everything else out of my way, and if I can keep this trolling motor headed straight, but y'all get to watch a rookie. That might be one y'all watching. Y'all waiting on me to fall overboard or make a big old mistake and twist everything up, which I just about done. That's what the wife said. Y'all waiting on me to fall overboard. I said, well, I hope I don't. That'd be funny TV. All right, one more time. I think I got her this time. I ain't gonna swear to it, but I think it does. No, that's the one that's got a bad clip on it. Please don't cuss me. Please don't leave. I knew I had one that had a weak clip. Yeah, I got so much stuff going on at the house, y'all. I'm having to build a big, I'm building a 30 by 40 pole shed for my boats. And it's taking everything I got. I told the wife, I said, I've worked so hard this week. I said, I've got to get out on the water. She said, well, you work just as hard out on the water. I said, probably harder. I said, well, the way my daggum tail is, the way I fish, I said, I'd probably be working harder fishing than I would be at the house working. So, anyway, I got the right one. The other one I had forgot that the clip was real weak on it. But I think I'm going a little fast because I'm making up some water right now. And I know these clips will hold. Yeah, hey, I wonder if they started pulling water. Now we set, y'all. Now we set. Let me wipe some sweat. Woo, because it done got humid. Let me go back and see if I can see some. I know one thing, it is hard. It is hard to see out here in this bright light. What's up, ASAP? Catfish Bill, hello. T-Med, Jeff, Justin, Pam, T-Med. Sorry, y'all, I ought to be able to stay up with you now. I got 4 rods out, cut perch and brim. I'm gonna put out 1 or 2 straight down that's gonna have mullet on it. Old smelly mullet. Let me see how fast we're going. 0.69. I might have to put out a drift sock here in a minute to help keep me straight, because I actually think they might be pulling current. Water looks good, Richard, but it's dirty. There's a lot of trash in the water today, like we've had a flood or something. I know we ain't had no flood. What's up, Mr. Lefford? The rookie's on the boat this morning, that's for sure. Bait is scarce right now. I've looked all over the lake for perch, up in the creeks. What's up, Aiden? Y'all must have made it back from y'all's cruise. That's my grandson in there. They went out on a cruise. So yeah, I'm getting ready to check and see if they. No, I don't think they're pulling water yet, Richard. The bubbles are going past me that way, so it just felt like it was pulling the way my boat was running a little fast, because I know I'm running my trolling motor slow, and usually when I got it on low, it keeps me about anywhere from 0.3 to 0.5. Oh, y'all driving home, all right. Y'all be careful getting home. Yeah, I'm running a little fast, not too bad. Running between 0.5 and 0.6 this morning. Means I'll be covering a lot of water. What's up, Whisker Time Fishing? Yeah, that worked up a sweat out here. I hope the fish will bite. Yep, I hope they'll bite. Yeah, I don't know. This is weird. Yeah, this is pretty weird the way the water's doing. It's got me moving pretty fast. Boy, the humidity's kicked up. I wouldn't mind it go ahead and start raining a little bit. I can put the top up if it rains. But I might have to put out my drift sock. Y'all ever have y'all's depth finder? I'm in 24 foot. And my depth finder up front, I turned it on, it said 2 foot. I just cut it back off. I'm gonna let it set for a second and cut it back on and see what happens. Oh, yeah, my phone must be, I don't know if it's getting hot or not. There ain't no sun out, but it's getting where I can't hardly see the screen. We turned her back on up front and see what happens. I don't know why it done that. It's never done that before. My other one back here will do it ever so often. That's what I might be getting ready to have to do, Richard, is for some reason I'm moving pretty quick, and usually when I run my trolling motor, it only pulls me about 0.4 where I got it on low, and I got it on low right now. And I'm running about 0.6. So I might need to slow that down. Let me set y'all up right here. Trying to get this thing where it don't swivel around so bad. Man, that screen's getting hard to see. Okay. All right, Aiden, I see. Hold up, guys. Yeah, now the front one's reading right. Yeah, my front depth finder's reading right. If y'all hold on just a second, I'm gonna pull this thing out. Let me put this sabiki rig out of the way before I get it all hung up again. Guys and gals, thank you for coming in, and thank you for putting up watching me act like a goofball out here. Because that's what you're getting right now, is goofball antics. And me putting that up, a homemade drift sock might be even funnier. But we're gonna see. Guys and gals, you'll see. Let me straighten my boat just a second. I gotta figure out a way to tighten that trolling motor down. It wants to keep walking to one side and walk to the other. It don't want to hold a straight track. Anyway, it's my homemade drift sock. It's a big old canvas bag. I glued me a float up here to the top. I tied a string to one side and each side, and then I tied a loop right dead in the middle so it'll pull dead center. And then, to be on the safe side, I got a real heavy clasp. It's gonna go right here on it. Hold on just a second. We got a boat just made us rock and roll around. Yeah, the head on that trolling motor, for some reason, that head is just loose. Now I just wrapped all my cords up and I put a double cord on there so I can run it from either side of the boat so it'll pull center. And then I'm gonna chunk her out. And then I'll take the camera and the phone and give y'all a close-up view of it. And it should work fine as long as they're not pulling water faster than what I'm trolling. Hopefully it'll open up. It should. Buddy, the stink baits are gonna be, oh man, see? This trolling motor is gonna be the death of me. See what I'm talking about? How that trolling motor just kicked me all the way around. And that's gonna end up getting me all in my lines. I don't know why that crazy thing does that. It's like the head's loose on it and it'll just, all of a sudden it'll say, whew. Maybe I ought to just start dropping anchor and say the heck with that trolling motor. It's about to tee me off. Looking bad enough on my own without something messing me up. So anyway, she's opening up now. Figure out what I want to do here. All right, we got it tied off. Now, yeah, and that slowed us down. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really sorry. Now, that should hold us straight. Let me grab this phone and come back up here. All right, we got her straightened out here, y'all. You see how it's opened up right there? My homemade drift sock. I got 2 lines on there, so it should keep me straight in the back. So what do y'all think about my homemade drift sock? Yeah, y'alls. It's something. I mean, I'm seeing right now this pontoon has a tendency to really whoop me. So, you know, if I ain't gonna be able to drift too good until I get a better trolling motor, then I can't see investing in a whole lot of something I'm not gonna really use. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't hardly see this screen. This done got dark. But yeah, it's that's what I can do. I hope we can drag us across a catfish or two. But right now, I got her going straight. I'm gonna put y'all up here where I can see you. And I might have to reach in my cooler and get an ice pack to put on my phone, because I can't hardly see it at all. I'm sorry. Phone down just a little bit. That thing I don't know if it got too hot or what, but I got to where I couldn't even hardly see the screen. What's up, Jack? I'm gonna have to do something. I don't know why it's loose like that. I don't have a clue why that thing is loose, but I will find out. Yes, Justin, we will be going to the conference. Well, so far, that sock slowed me down from 0.6 to 0.7.8 down to 0.3, 0.4 where I want to be. So that's what I needed, wasn't it, y'all? Yeah, I hope I can meet each and every one of you at the conference. That would be sweet. Yep. Me and Justin Wampus Cat's gonna be riding together going up there. So y'all have to look out for us. You'll be there, Bill? Good. All right, Jack, appreciate you coming in the boat with us, buddy. Oh. So I got 4 rods out. What's up, Hillbilly Jimmy Dixon? We got 4 rods out. We dragging now down through the middle of the channel. I was wanting to drag over to the edge, but it looks like I got a little off. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun, Justin. Get to meet all the fellow YouTubers, and let me straighten this up a little bit. All the fellow YouTubers out there. Yeah, I'm running right down the main channel. And the reason I've always loved this spot, even years ago when I was catfishing with channel cats, if you'll see this bank right over here we're coming to, as a tree that hangs out in the water, and the top of that tree is right over top of the river channel. So I've always liked this area because the river channel cuts right in close to the bank. There's a lot of structure. It's always produced good for me. Right up here, right here to my left is where I caught my big 34-pound flathead, which that ain't a monster, but that's my PB, so it's a monster to me. So we coming down through a good area. Hopefully we can drag something up for you. I'm not marking a whole lot of fish, but that don't really mean anything. I've heard quite a few people's been struggling with catfishing out right now. The tournaments ain't been producing a whole lot of weight. Yeah, that's where that I hadn't seen him this morning, Justin. I come up through here and I thought that was him, but unless he's out here floating around somewhere, I don't see him. He'd been here since I've been back fishing. Looked like he's got a broke wing, what Justin's talking about. I think it's a kingfisher. Couldn't buy a bite last night, Justin. What's up, Peeling Drag? Yeah, hold on. Y'all gonna have to just dance around with me. I am sorry, I'm gonna make you dizzy. This trolling motor is gonna give me a headache before the day's over with. I'm gonna have to pull it up. That head might be loose on it. But I got her slowed down. I got baits out. Dragging 2 baits, and Bill, I got two of them demon dragons out on my dragon lures, dragon weights. They rattling out there with 2 big old heads on them, a brim head and a perch head. So we dragging them along to see if they round us up something. Big fish was 29 pounds. What, 70 boats? That sounds like a struggle to me. $29 pounds out of 70 boats for the big fish. That's a struggle to me. What it sounds like. I don't know why that thing is doing it. Right now, I'm using perch and brim. What's up, El Stan? I'm using perch and brim. Everybody go in there and hit the thumbs up for me, please. And I also got an old big mullet that I'm probably getting ready to cut and drop rod straight down and see if that old smelly stuff will do anything. I try to use what's natural in the water, which is perch and brim, but just the perch was not to be found today. I got lucky and hooked one. They was busting up on the surface, and I threw my sabiki rig out there, and one grabbed it on the fall. But it might be, oh, and I did catch 2 catfish earlier down lake, little old small channel casts, and they both come on my sabiki rigs. What you comment there? I'll go back up. I think so. I ain't sure, Kentucky. I've entered quite a few contests here lately for rods and reels, but I'm not sure, buddy. I think I did, though. Well, I hope I did. That's a nice setup. Virginia. I thought Virginia was going fishing today. Did he not get to go? I know he said he was wanting to go and he's supposed to be going today. See, I'm seeing a mud streak in the water. I'm seeing a mud streak over here. I'm gonna try to troll a little bit closer to that. I like to get pretty close to that tree, but I know there's a hang right out here somewhere that I've lost a lot of tackle in. I hear you, Bill. You and El Stan will have to hook up and go throw a daggum, go throw some bait in the water. Yeah, y'all had to go throw some bait in the water. That's pretty neat. Yeah, guys and gals, my drift sock worked. It slowed my boat down to where I needed it to be. Well, guess what I just found? Perch. If I can get my daggum sabiki rig out, I just come through a mess of perch. I done looked all over the lake for these perch, and here they are up here where I'm catfishing. Go figure. You hear me, don't you, Richard? The perch up here. Got some boats slowing way down. I don't know what they doing, but if that ain't perch, that's a lot of shad. But that might be what that is. That might be what that is. They ain't hitting my sabiki. That was a ton of shad, if that's what it was. They sure looked like perch the way it was jerking around. Of course, it might have been perch going into it. Yeah, I don't think that was perch. It sure looked like it though. All right, we coming through a good spot right here. Yeah, I'm gonna drift. There's a flat right down here. The actual river channel cuts and goes back out into the main part of the lake. But there's a flat. Hey, Scotty Hill. There's a flat going right down through here straight ahead that I'm gonna run down through it and see if there's any fish up here on the flat, because I didn't pick nothing up out of the channel. Been a long time since I fished a daggum tournament. I just don't want it to feel, I don't want my fishing to feel like work. There it is. Mr. Richard, he's a tournament man. We're gonna keep pulling. I think I'm gonna come up over a ledge here in a few minutes, because I'm not really marking anything in the channel. Not much at all. I appreciate y'all joining me on the boat though today. Sorry about the ruckus we had going on a little while ago, but I think I got her straightened out now, halfway anyway. You see, we got Old Glory flying like always. Oh, it's fun, Bill. Just don't let it feel like work. Just don't let it get you to feeling like you're having to go to work. When you do that, then you're taking the fun out of it. Thank you, Richard. I love it. I love it. The more people I can get Old Glory to flying, I think that our veterans is going to love it. I hope to be able to do something in a couple tournaments, maybe around here. I'd like to get a bunch of flags up and maybe come down there and do a donation to the boats that's going to be entering into it, and maybe talk a few more to put them on their boat. We got a lot of veterans out here. We got a lot of people that fight for this country. Not just veterans. Each and every one of you that speak out and support our flag, support our country, you're fighting here in America. We got too many people fighting against us, but I'm not gonna get on my soapbox today. That's pretty cool, Bill. I mean, peel and drag. I've never been in a tournament where they'd allowed you to bank fish also. That would be pretty sweet. How do they monitor that? That's what I'm wondering. I just wonder, how do they monitor the bank fishermen? Because that could be tricky. We, good and well, there's people out there that'll try any cotton picking thing to win something. Right or wrong, they will. That's sad that they do, but what do you do? Well, Bill, that's what I'm gonna try to do when I get off here live. I'm gonna still shoot some more video, because I haven't put up no videos in a couple weeks. I didn't get no good footage when I went out with Mac, and I didn't get no good footage when I went out with New School. And the good footage we had, New School put up a video, and I'm sure all of you are on his channel. If you're not, please subscribe and go on there. So there wasn't nothing I could really do for them. Until next time, I'll actually make sure I get plenty of video next time with that. So, and if you ain't putting up videos, y'all, you watch your numbers, you go in there and download that little app, and your numbers will start falling. Yeah, everybody share the love on here, please. That's what it's all about. But yeah, it's I seen my numbers fall because 2 weeks I didn't really put up no video. I had my live tackle talk, but for some reason, that just is not enough. And if you watch some of the videos on how-to videos on YouTube, they'll tell you oh, I hear you. I mean, that's what they'd have to do. But what I was telling you, they tell you don't rely on live feeds only for your channel, that the algorithms will start changing things on you, and it'll start not putting out the alerts that you need for your next live feeds. So make sure you do put out plenty of videos every week with your live feeds, and the algorithms will keep you right where you need to be. I can't believe we ain't picked up a fish, and we done drifted a good long ways, or drug a good long ways. And I've marked a few arches, but yeah, let me swing around here and set my tail back down a little bit. I see this depth finder just done what the front one done. It went to 3 foot. And I know we're in a lot deeper water than 3 foot. I don't know why it does that ever so often. Oh, it's hot. Yep, it done got hot. Let me cool that rascal down too. Yeah, I'm cooling my phone and my depth finder down. Yeah, I mean, we put lie detectors years ago when I bass fishing. Uh-oh. Well, I thought I had a bite. It must have got hung up a second. We had some guys years and years ago, wasn't nothing but channel cats in this lake. I'm sure there's a few flatheads and blues. An old guy come up and he had a couple flatheads on his boat, but everybody else had channels. And yeah, they started doing lie detector tests and said, nah, something ain't right. Now, he might have very well caught one in this lake because we got flatheads and stuff up on the next lake up, and I'm sure they some come down over the years. But at that time, there just wasn't any being caught in this lake. So that was I don't know what they eventually done to him. I know I didn't place that day. That was in 24-hour tournaments, which is fun, but it'll wear you out. The 24-hour tournaments, it'll wear you down. Richard, they still have in 24-hour tournaments? Yeah, it's still showing 3 foot. It'll do it again. I don't know why that does that. Go look at my front depth finder. Y'all still got them? Cool. 8-hour tournaments. Will too. Oh yeah, I'm sure they will. I'm telling you. My problem is I stay on my feet just about the whole time. And the end of the day, of course, I don't sit much even when I'm at home. But at the end of the day, I am wore out. No, just 8 and 12 hours, okay. Yeah, I mean, when you go a 24-hour tournament, there's a lot that can happen. Yeah, I mean, competition's good, don't get me wrong. It'll make you think and put your head to work. I just, I don't want my catfishing to seem like work. I just don't. I worked 35 freaking years and broke my body down. I dang sure don't want something I love to feel like work. I really don't. But it's fun. I love competition as good as the next man does. And it make you really dig deep. What's up, Irvin? Yeah, I wished I could have got on some crappie. I seen a bunch of guys going out today getting on crappie, and old Matthew's been getting on them. Oh yeah, you need to get the experience, Bill. It's fun. I mean, please guys, don't take what I'm saying to heart, because it is fun, and people like Richard and them, they love doing it, and that's what it's all about. Is if you love doing it. Right now, I don't have enough experience, and it would stress me out because I am competitive. If I really knew this lake like I used to, and like Richard and them do, then I probably wouldn't be so bad stressed out on it. Richard, you ain't right. Oh yeah, it's oh, I used to enjoy it, but I guess now since I'm back learning again, and there's so many new techniques and things to catfishing, I probably would let it stress me out, even because I wouldn't be wanting to put fish on. I mean, I could probably load up right now, take that bucket of worms and go way back down where I caught them channel cats with my sabiki rigs, and could probably put fish on the boat with my little hooks and worms and little bitty chunks of bait. And I might do that before today's over with. But right now I'm dragging pretty decent baits and trying to drag up a nice big one. Well, them guys at that one big tournament they had out there, like you said, was in that John boat and waxed the whole crowd's tail. I think they won by what, 70, 78 pounds in a John boat. And they said they stayed within, they could just about see the landing they took off from. They waited on everybody else to take off up the water, then they put out. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know that sometimes, especially different time, different seasons, catfish move and stuff, and they might be up shallow, and you want to beat your competitor to your hole that you marked. But catfish is just about everywhere. Wampus cat, you got a stressful job anyway. You need to take all the stress off of you can. But we'll have to enter one. I'd enjoy that just to do it again. But I had to get this bad luck rock out of my pocket. I caught crappie with minnows. That's something that if you jigging, that's something you gotta have that feel for. I do pretty good at it, and I know the perfect jigs to use for it. I've got into the money a few times in some old bass tournaments, but none of the real big ones. And I don't know. Bass fishermen's a different breed. They're a different breed of people. When you get a bunch of local rednecks and they get an attitude, act like they're gonna be Bill Dance, and they spend their daggum life savings on a boat that they pull them with a $1,200 truck. And, you know, I don't need that attitude from them. And they just made bass fishing not fun in the tournament, so I quit altogether doing that. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the competition, but it was coming back to the weigh in. Nobody really wanted to talk to each other, and just it was a There you go, Richard. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, Richard, I was debating putting out down at the Buster Board Bridge or putting out up here at South Point. I love South Point boat landing. I always have. Look at here. Fish on. Fish on. He's turned the daggone thing. Y'all get to see live fish. Catfish Bill. Woo! Catfish Bill that come on a daggone. On a demon dragon. There we go. Oh, that's a good one. That feels pretty good. Oh, you see a little bit of bend in the rod? Oh, we got a little bit of fight to it. Ooh, doggies. Can you say, fish on? Catfishing in America. Catfishing in America. On the Demon Dragon. On the Catfish Bill Demon Dragon. Oh, that'd be a nice little kitty. Nice little kitty cat. Hold on just a second. Woo, doggy. I figured I'd grab one down through here somewhere. Woo! It's in the boat. It's in the boat. Let me get the hook out of his mouth. Well, I'm gonna show you with the Demon Dragon. There's a Demon Dragon kitty cat. Open them lips. Kitty cat. And there we go. Let's say that's a dealer fish there. Nice little blue channel. Probably about, I'd say 10, 12 pounds. We thank you, kitty cat, and you have a blessed day. Only in America. Hold on just a second. I got a warning that my battery's low. I'm gonna have to plug in my external battery to it. Give me just a second. Let me wash my hands. I gotta get my external battery plugged into my phone. If I don't, she's gonna go dead. Give me just a second, I'll be right back with you. I didn't expect it to go dead that fast. I'll show y'all get you one of these. Because when you don't have a real good signal out on the water, it will suck the life out of your battery. Let me plug this in. Turn the battery on. And now we're charging. Woo, doggy. Let me catch up on a few comments. That's the first one I ever caught on a real demon dragon. Yeah, Lyle probably rolled his eyes at that release. But I've always believed that kind of torpedoing them fish into the water, it gets that water rushing across them gills. Plus, if you got them if you have them fish in a live well, they started getting kind of docile. And when you let them go, they just kind of just lay there and swim around. But if you torpedo them in the water, and you flush that water across them gills and they realize that they're released, them fish will take off. I mean, they will take off. And it ain't that I'm not showing them catfish any respect. I'm showing them a lot of respect by flushing that daggum water across their gills and making them realize they're alive and kicking. Let me swing y'all around here, and I'm gonna bait up another hook. And guess what? The skunk is out of the boat. And we're gonna go back and see if we can get another. Actually, that is on the catfish bill, demon dragon. And on my homemade, dragon's weights. So we're going back and see if we can't get some more of that. Gonna put a little chunk in here and put her back out. And see if there's another that'll come on that rascal. Back out into the depths. We got her back out into the depths. Woo! So at least we ain't skunked today. Yeah, at least we ain't skunked today. Come back around here. Let's turn this depth finder back on and see if won't act stupid. I don't tie my hooks on there. I actually run my line through both eyes. You notice there's a piece of black electrical tape on it. I run the string through the front and back out the back. And then I put a piece of electrical tape on there where I can adjust where I want my demon dragon to be at, or my float. I do that so I can adjust it without having to untie and retie it if I want to change positions. I thought I heard something. Plus, that way, when I run it close like that, I'm trying to get my bait all the way up. I want my bait as close to that demon dragon, because I've heard a lot of people say that they've had catfish just mash their demon dragons. And I figured if they doing that, then let me exit out of this. I'm sorry, my depth finder's acting stupid again. And I don't know why, but so I figured, well, if they coming up and hitting them demon dragons that hard, I might as well put my bait up there close to it. My boat's going sideways. Hold on just a second, y'all. So that was my thinking on using the demon dragons. And my other one ain't as close. My other one's about 6 inches away from the hook itself. I had a drink. Yep, I had a drink. Hold up. There it is. And that's the way I run my other ones in what I call fake demon dragons. I run them pretty close to it. I just don't think that they got the buoyancy of the real demon dragons. They're a softer plastic and they're heavier. But I'm not gonna knock them because I've caught a lot of fish on them fake demon dragons. Now, I like white and black. Yep, I like white and black. But if this depth finder will quit acting crazy, I might be able to see the bottom and see if I'm marking anything. Yeah, I don't like the clips. That's one thing, I don't like the clips. It ain't that I don't trust clips anymore than anybody else. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my depth finder, why it's doing that. Saying 3 foot of water, and I know there ain't nothing on my transit. Mr. Chat Catfishing, what's going on, Joe? Thank you for coming in the house, buddy. Makes me feel good. We got some pros in here. Hot dang, my phone just got dark. I gotta get my ice pack and put on it. Hold on just a second. These iPhones get hot, they get dark. This ice pack packed around it maybe to cool it down. It got real dark. Hey, Joe, well, we put one in the boat. It's a tough bite out here on our Lake Wylie. Woo, my screen got real dark, real dark. Excuse me, guys and gals. It's I can't see nothing right now. My screen is blacked out just about. But we dragging out here on Lake Wylie, Joe, Chat Cats. We dragging out here on Lake Wylie in North Carolina. We just put a small blue in the boat, Bobby 10, 12 pound. On a Demon Dragon, Mr. Bill 66, Catfish Bill 66 sent me to try out. Woo. You're gonna have to excuse that just a minute. I gotta get this phone cooled down or it's gonna black completely out and I won't be able to see nothing. Now I got a jet skier behind me. Oh, hold on just a second. Yeah, glad you come in the house, Joe. You was doing good the other day. Man, what happened to my phone? There it went. Sorry about that. Y'all got a close-up view of my mug, which is scary. I'm just having a nice, relaxing day out here, Joe, Mr. Chat Cats. I'm out here dragging some baits. Got a few more people look like they dragging baits up through here. Oh, I'm gonna stay with it. I'm gonna keep dragging some baits and see what happens. If I can get my depth finder, for some reason, my depth finder is reading 3 foot and I'm in 30 foot. Every once in a while, it'll do that stuff. And why, I don't have a clue. And my phone's done got black. I'm gonna have to cover up the screen just a second, y'all. If you don't mind watching me talk, but I'm dragging perch and I'm dragging brim. I hadn't put out any of that mullet yet. I might end up having to try that just to see if I can pick up a little more bites. Now, whether it'll work or not, it's a real oily fish. It's a saltwater fish, but I've used to use it years ago to catch channel cats, and it works good on channel cat fishing. We're getting ready to get rocked good. No, we don't have no current, and I've got one made up, Joe, for freelining. That's what I was talking to you on some comments I made. I love freelining. Right now I'm drifting, but we don't have current. So yesterday, new school was out, and by this time yesterday, they was getting some current. But today they are not pulling no water. That's one thing, Lake Wylie, you just never know when they're going to turn the wheels on and start pulling water. My phone's about to get cooled down where I can start seeing a little bit. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to turn this. The daggum boats has got me kicked around. I'm actually got to turn and go back towards the channel. I wasn't paying attention because this thing's being off for some reason, and had me up in the real shallow water. Oh, sorry about that. What's up, Glenn? Well, they hadn't moved. It hadn't got to me yet, Glenn. I'm trying to turn my boat, y'all. You're going to see things come around. You're going to see things coming around. I'm trying to get back out right off the edge of the channel, but my depth finder, for some reason, acting up. I can't keep up with exactly where I'm at. And I was running right on the edge of the channel when I picked that catfish up. But yeah, they turned on at 10:30 yesterday morning, but they hadn't turned on today. They sure hadn't turned nothing on today. I wish they would. Now my depth finder's reading right. And I ought to be able to keep up with where I'm at. I'm trying to move myself back towards the channel. So I'm about to get my phone cooled down enough where I can actually see y'all's comments. Let me put you back up here. Old phone get hot, you can't see nothing. Ain't no sun out, but I guess there's enough UV. There's enough UV rays, just enough to heat that phone up. Let me get this in. That's my sabiki rig. I don't want it to get tangled up in something down here and lose it. But we drug probably about 400 yards. But that's done got me up in the shallow water now, so I'm gonna drag back around and probably make a real wide sweep and work my way back up. Got a rod acting weird with one of them planer boards. But yeah, Joe, I got a homemade drift sock out, homemade planer boards out, and they're working pretty good. That's what I try to show a little bit on my channel. Oop, sorry. I try to show a little bit on my channel, Joe, how some guys can make I done had 2 pots of coffee this morning. I try to show people how to make some things that they might want to try. Oop, I just had a hit on this one. And if they don't work for them, then they're really not out of any money. So same way with this drift sock. I didn't know how it would work on a pontoon. It's working good. I didn't know if my planer boards would work good or not. They're working perfect. So I'm going to actually get me some real planter board clips for it. Give me some real planter board clips for it. Them clips I got, they start getting weak. They're just little old gator clips. Now they're the heavy duty ones. And I put shrink tubing on them. So they holding, they're not pulling loose every time the weight hits the bottom. And we're pulling through some shallow water right now. I'm trying to get back out to walk the side of the channel. Yeah, we're starting to drop off now. We got up into 9 foot of water, and I drug it a little ways in 9 foot and didn't even see a fish. Didn't even pull none up, so I'm gonna swing around out into the middle of the lake and see what happens, guys. That's if I don't get tangled up making a swing. That's the only sad thing about when you make a turn. You gotta make a real wide turn if you got lines out and planter boards. But I appreciate each and every one of you coming in the boat with me. Had a big guy come in here, chat cats. I thank you, Joe. Made my day. Bill, all of you make my day coming in here. But it's been a while since I've been out here, just me and the Patriot Cat and y'all, and I needed to get it done. Y'all like my y'all? People make fun of me saying y'all, but I have to say it. We down south. Oh. That might be hung. I done got one hung. I don't want to lose that one. That's got that demon dragon on it. That's got that demon dragon on it. I'm gonna lose that one, Bill. I'm gonna have to speed up this trolling motor. It done got me all whoppy jawed. Oh man. Come on, trolling motor. This got me all kicked around here. That's brand new line too. Well, Bill, there went that demon dragon. There went that demon dragon. That's all right. I got a couple more. That's the only downside about this lake is that this lake has a lot of structure in it. And you're gonna lose gear. That's just the way it goes. That's catfishing. You don't like it, but there ain't nothing you can really do about it. You just tie on another rig. And I got my rig rats from Catfish Wiggly the other day, but I hadn't put no rigs in them yet. And I guess I probably should have, because now I gotta tie another drift rig up. But I use long drifting weights, and them drifting weights ain't gonna work. So, I mean, I got some more rods I can throw out. I'm using my ambassadors on these, and these other ones is them Shakespeare's, which is good. Don't get me wrong. Them things has caught a lot of catfish. They've caught some nice catfish too. I just like my ambassadors. I usually use them, my Shakespeare's, for straight down rods. I got big 3-ounce brown sinkers on them and got them straight down. I've lost some people. Yeah, the demon dragon. She's bait on the bottom. It might float back up down there in a minute. I'll make it swing back up through there. It might have come loose and floating up the top. I doubt it. I don't know, depends on what broke and what hung. But that's the end of it, so I figure it hung a pretty good piece of it. Getting the wind in my face. So I'm gonna let y'all watch these two rods right here while I tie on a bait, if you don't mind. Tie on the rig. If you see something go down, y'all holler. Oh, get my crippled tail down here. But I appreciate y'all joining me in here. It sure made my day. My homemade drifting weights. I like them. I use that's that old slinky tubing that's in them expandable hoses that you can see as seen on TV. They ain't no good. They bust within a year of having them. Well, that's what they got in the middle of them is surgical tubing. Huh. I hadn't seen any of them to try them out. I've heard good about them, I really have. But I haven't seen any to actually say that I tried them out. Not to say that I won't. Right now, what I got works great, and I really don't see me buying anything else unless they tear up so bad that I can't get them fixed. The two Shakespeares I got, they no longer make, and I doubt there's even any parts for them anymore, so I guess when they bite the dust, then I'll have to replace them. Because you can't fish but with, you know, so many at a time, but you can't reel in but one at a time. But the 6,000s, I love my 6,000s. Yeah, they're not the 6,500s, the C3s or whatever, but I'm fishing off a boat. I ought to be able to throw it to wherever I want. Now, if I was a main bank fisher, that's all I done, and I really needed to reach out and touch something, and that might be a different story. I might need to get me a better casting rod. But these rascals right here work just fine. What rod are you talking about you like to look at? The rods I use is it's called the Old Whisker Seeker catfish system. They cheaper rods. These are 9 foots. I figured they 9 foot, so if I want a bank fish, I got something long enough to sling, and they ain't too long to work on a boat. And if I'm anchored, then I can throw some shallow and throw some close or whatever. Oh, there you go. Thought I was getting a hit. Yep, I thought I was getting ready to get a hit there. Appreciate y'all's patience with me. I use 30 pound big game. I'm gonna up my leader line as soon as I get back up there to Bass Shack to get me some more line to a 50 pound test on my leaders. Right now I just use 30. I use Gamakatsu 8/0 circle hooks. I can't wait to find the 10/0s. And I snell my hooks. I snell my hooks. I'll get with y'all's questions in just a second when we get this tied up. And whew. Nasty, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put one of my demon dragons on there, my blacking. The water's a little bit stained today. And when stained water is, this black is the trick. In my book it is. Somebody else might not think so. They might like bright colors. I like dark colors. And see, I got the black tape around it. And see how I run the line through it? L-stand. I don't know if you can see that or not, how I run that line through the front eye and the back eye, and I can slide and adjust it. And we about to get her back together, and I'll chunk a piece of bait on here. I gotta check to see where I'm at on my depth finder. I tie a uni knot. I snell my hook, and then I tie a uni knot on where my leader ties onto my swivel. I don't know if any of you use the uni knot or not. I've never had that knot to fail. Out of all the fish, I've never had nothing. I've never even thought about having it to fail. So if it's a knot that I can use, that I can tie in the middle of the night when I can't hardly see, then I like it. So I'm gonna cut a piece of this mullet, the old stinking mullet. And then see what happens. But buddy, you talking about something stinking. Old stinking mullet, rotten smelling. But it's oily. Puts off a lot of oil. And I used to catch a lot of channel cats on this. So we're gonna see if the blues or the flatheads might be partial to it too. All you can do is try. If it works, it works. If it don't, then I know not to get it again. But the person over L-stand gave me that when he's talking about going and getting that eel and using eel, I thought, well, let me try that old mullet that I used to use many, many years ago and see what happens. It's an oily fish, and it might just work. Hey. Woo. I'll be right with y'all in just a second. I'm getting her set up. We're set up. Got back off in the 10 foot of water again. Thought I was headed out towards the channel. Yeah, they got hung up. No, I didn't. Yeah, I got this thing swiveling around now. I'm coming back. Oh, where y'all at? I get mullet at It's called Power Seafood in Gastonia, right up there on Franklin Boulevard. They've owned that company. It's an Asian man and woman. They've owned that company for 30 plus years. What's up, Kentucky? And they carry mullet, they carry big old shrimp, and all kind of fish. And it's a fresh market, nice clean place, but they've been there for a long time. It's been the same family that's owned it. These mullets was about 3 pounds. That's big mullet. He said he is mad during the spring. He was wanting big mullet in the spring, and all they was bringing him was little mullet, and said the catfisherman was wanting the big ones for cut bait. So somebody's using it. What's up, bait and lure? Come on in the house. Yeah, I'm trying to get me back out into the channel. For some reason, my screen is just covered in, I don't know what it is. Excuse me, I'm trying to find my depth finder, find out where I'm at. I'm headed back towards the channel now. Yeah, my screen's actually, oh. Let's see. There we go. Nah, that's right. It got on manual somehow. Having me all messed up. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, I can't show you but one fish today, buddy. Sorry about that. The old catfish is daggone struggling out here today. Patriot is. But it ain't like I ain't trying. I'm dragging some baits. I'm trying to make a swing around right now. I'll try that. I try to give my business to a local family up here that's got a bait and tackle shop, and I tried to give my business to them, and they tried to order some, but the only ones that they sending them is the octopus straight hooks, the J hooks, and not the circle hooks. I'm swinging around, sorry. I got it swinging a little too hard. I didn't compensate for the wind. It's got me swinging too hard. Got all my lines all twisted around here. What's up, Josh Green? Come on in the boat. Hopefully I can show you a fish. I done put one in here live, but that's all today, buddy. That is all. It ain't for the lack of trying. But, damn, I daggum. Oh, my screen's acting crazy. Yeah, we dragging bass, Josh. We dragging perch, we dragging brim. And now I just put out a piece of mullet, which I've caught fish on many times, many years. But that was years and years ago, so we're trying it again today. Oh, Lord. Guys, I've had fun. How long we been on here? 99 minutes? I might have to shut this down and do some videoing. I hate to cut it off with all y'all in here. How many we got in here? Got 12 people in here. It's been a long one. I don't think I've ever had one this long, maybe once or twice, but that uses up a lot of my data since I don't have unlimited data. Well, guys and gals, I appreciate you coming in here. We've been in here, what, 100 minutes. Kentucky, you'll be live in an hour. Cool. Cool. Just say I should get you an alert. I got the bell and the notification set up. But guys and gals, I thank you for coming in my live feed. Sorry I couldn't show you but one catfish, but any fish live is better than no fish. And God bless America. God bless each and every one of y'all. And don't forget to go check out Kentucky when he goes live. And if I find a mess of them and they start slamming the rods, then I'll come back on here. And if not, I'm going to make some videos. So y'all take care. God bless. We'll see you later.